students run into harder problems, they assume I must not be good at this and stop trying. Just what we don't want our sons to do. Give up. However, studies show that when students are praised for their effort, "You got 8 right, you must have worked very hard for that score," they are actually energized by difficult questions. When they face a challenging task, they think it means they should try harder and are motivated to learn new things. In a key study, effort-praised students saw significant improvement at school, made the best scores, and were less likely to lie about their marks. You can apply this effort-praising principle to your son by saying things like, "You worked hard and finished your book report even though it was a 200-page book. I like that." Or, "Good work going after the science fair prize." Or, "I appreciate how you stuck in there, playing your hardest all season even though your team was in last place." Letting boys know that effort and hard work is a key ingredient in all pursuits in life is an important message. Boys need to know that ordinary kids who put forth extraordinary effort can accomplish great things. That helps them meet challenges head-on and be willing to double their efforts when they reach more difficult work. Helping your son see that mistakes give him helpful information to learn from, and that he is not dumb when he does make a mistake, will give him courage to persevere. We also need to encourage our son's dreams. Daniel told me how his mother encouraged him and his brother. "When I'd said I want to grow up to be an astronaut, fighter pilot, etc., she didn't respond, 'Oh, that's crazy.' She was always very supportive of us and our dreams." Encouraging words may seem small and even inconsequential, but they plant seeds of good character, promise, and blessing in your son's life. While preschool boys need buckets of encouragement, that need changes when they get to elementary school, where the need for achievement is key. At that stage, they need to start knowing what they are good at and not good at. Later in this chapter, I'll talk more about how to encourage older boys. But for now, know to praise generously where it's real, and give realistic feedback in areas of weakness. Unconditional love. Just because you're you. A few years ago, my daughter Allie started saying to her boys before bed, "You're doing such a great job of being 5, or whatever age they were." She did this both for the boys' sake, to affirm and allow them to be who they were right then, and for her sake as their mother, to stay focused on the present, to worry less about what they weren't doing, and to focus on what they were doing incredibly well, being who they were for the age they were. In these nightly, loving words, the boys felt accepted not for performance, but for being the little guys they were at the time. During Noah's 10th year, Allie began to see the impact of her words. "It really makes a difference," she told me. "I've had some special moments with Noah in a very pivotal year. He's getting more independent and he's thinking more on his own. It feels different, and I could take offense. But when I tell him he's doing such a great job of being 10, it refocuses my energy on encouraging and affirming his process of growth instead of grieving that he's getting older or taking his growing independence the wrong way." This practice of simple encouragement also happens at bedtime, when the boys hug their mom and might feel open enough to talk about some things with her. I'm learning boys put a lot of pressure on themselves that we as moms don't realize. How quickly we can multiply their feelings of not measuring up by saying something like, "Be respectful," over and over. For Noah, that's interpreted that he's not being respectful to people. Yet he really wants to be, even when he occasionally has human moments that we all do. Another way to encourage boys of elementary and middle school age is to share stories of athletes and others who overcame major obstacles to achieve their dreams.